After the Israelites were saved from slavery in Egypt, Moses led the Israelites through the desert toward the Promised Land. They faced a long and difficult journey across a desert and through dangerous lands. Every day they faced the challenges with hope of what they would see when they reached the land that God had promised them. As the Israelites' food started to run out, they began to worry about what they would eat. They didn't see that if God was powerful enough to save them from Egypt, that He could surely provide them with food. Every morning, God made food appear on the ground. This food was called manna, and it tasted like sweet crackers. The Israelites woke up each morning and gathered enough manna for their families and used it to make food. While manna was tasty, the people began to complain that they really wanted some meat. So God sent a huge flock of birds that are like small chickens, called quail. As the flock of quail swooped into the Israelite camp, the people started grabbing them. Water was another problem. With so many people, not to mention all their animals, they needed water to survive. More than once during their journey through the wilderness, God gave them water in a special way. One time, God simply told Moses to touch a rock with his staff, and water began to pour out of it. God's guidance and protection was with the Israelites, and He helped them to win fights. As the Israelites traveled through the land, the nearby nations became angry. They did not want the Israelites traveling near their land, so they came out to fight them. On one occasion, Moses saw that when he had his arms raised, the Israelites started winning, but when he lowered his arms, the enemy started to win. Therefore, with the help of 2 other men, Moses kept his arms raised until Israel won the battle. When the Israelites reached the border of the Promised Land, they did not do as God had told them. As punishment, God made the people continue to wander through the wilderness. The Israelites wandered through the desert wilderness for a total of 40 years. Traveling this long through the wilderness brought a lot of problems. Often, the people grumbled against God and Moses. God punished the people by sending poisonous snakes that bit the people and caused some of them to die. Even though God had to punish them, He still helped the people. He told Moses to make a snake statue that would heal anyone who looked at it. There were many lessons that God's people had to learn, but through it all, God still loved them. He always gave them enough food and water, and He even kept their shoes and clothes from wearing out during the long and difficult journey.